Hey guys, really quickly, I got to give a special shout out to one of the salespeople here, Mark. So he gave me the keys to the truck, and like I said, I wanted to give him a special shout out. If you are in the market, if you want to order a car, be sure to check him out. He's at Courtesy Ford here in, is it Breaux Bridge,
Louisiana.
Breaux Bridge, Louisiana, Breaux Bridge. So be sure to check him out, guys. Thank you. And be sure to check out Courtesy Ford's inventory. They actually have a lot of cars in stock. And I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this truck and the window sticker. Now the price they have online is showing at $69,390 plus any other fees. So this is going to be a 2021 Ford F-150 and it is a 145 wheelbase Super Crew. And here's a short listing of some of the standard equipment that comes on the Lariat. And here's a quick listing of some of the optional equipment on this specific truck. As I mentioned, this does have that 502A equipment group package, so that's going to be the most expensive option. Now this truck does have a lot of options on it, so be sure to do some research. Total price is $70,490. Lastly, here's some of the fuel economy numbers. Now let's go ahead and get back to the video. Man guys, I am like absolutely amazed by this truck. I'm not even lying. Like, I have not had a chance to really go look at one because there's just not a lot of them out there. And when you really come up close and personal, like the design of this truck is just really, really bold. And I really think that Ford might actually have taken the win from a Ram truck. I mean, I will say this is a beautiful truck. And this is not even the top of the line, so imagine if this is a limited. But let's go ahead and start off under the hood because there's a lot to talk about here. Now, Ford is really, really creative on their engine options. They have like 6 of them available for their lineup. Now, the one that you see here is a EcoBoost. This is the second largest EcoBoost you can get. From that point on, you have to move up to like a Raptor in order to get that. Now, the first engine that they have is a 3.3 liter V6. That is going to be naturally aspirated. They also have a 5 liter V8. They also have a 2.7 liter V6 twin turbocharged, and then a 3.5 liter V6 twin turbocharged, a 3 liter diesel, and if that's not enough, they also have a hybrid powertrain available. That's a lot of engines. And I guess I like that kind of selection because there's a truck almost for anybody. Now the engine that you see here, as I said, this is the second largest EcoBoost, so this is going to be good for 400 horsepower and a 500 pound-feet of torque. And no matter what engine option you get, you're going to get a 10-speed transmission, so that's going to give you those low RPMs, which is going to turn into better fuel economy. Now really quickly, I want to show you guys a lower trim level with halogen headlights. This truck does have an STX package on it. I believe this is an XL trim level too. Also has halogen fog lights. Now this XLT is going to have like a reflective style headlights. It's going to have LED fog lights down below, reflective style too. Now I don't know if you guys can see from here, but if you get closer you can tell that this truck does have projector style headlights. So they have 3 different headlights for this truck. Now these are going to be more adaptive. This truck does have the 502A package on it, so this is the highest option package you can get, and that's what these headlights are going to come in. And your daytime running light does come from the headlight down to the fog light too. Love that they did that. And you have like a nice gray trim piece on the grill, and it really does match well with the wheels. I saw that on the King Ranch edition too, on a HD truck. They really do a good job of like accenting their trucks. Looks really clean. And you do have that camera. It's a forward-facing camera up front. Looks like it may even have a spot where it will clean the camera for you if it gets dirty. But I like the design of the grill. It's really clean. Tow hooks down below, and your parking sensors are around the front bumper too. Now check out your wheel design. It's going to be a 6-spoke 20-inch wheel wrapped in 275/60/20, and it does have an independent front suspension. And I noticed that it's a coilover system too. I like that they did that. I think that's going to help with overall handling too and stability on the road. They do put like a fabric material inside of here as well, just to kind of keep it easy to clean out if you do go off-road. And like I said, this does have that 360 camera that I'm going to show you on the inside, and you can tell some of the cameras around the pickup truck too. Now with this package, you are going to have painted bumpers, mirrors, door handles. And one thing I really love about this truck, this is such a innovation. I mean, Ford's a very innovative company. They do a lot of cool stuff. Isn't that cool? I thought that was the most coolest thing. Now, if you do have the key in your pocket and you walk up to the truck, these deployable power steps will go down for you too. One thing I would like to see as a standard equipment on the Ford is a convex mirror. It's always going to be good for if you are hooking up a trailer and you don't want the big tow mirrors. They do give you some LED lights here on the side. You can push a button on the inside to turn those on. And this truck does have the smart key system for the front doors. If you want to put those running boards back up, all you have to do is just kick it again and it goes right up. It's just like a button right there. Isn't that cool? Now, as far as fuel goes, you do have that easy fuel. This is something that a lot of manufacturers are going to. And this is going to be a 36-gallon tank. As far as your rear suspension goes, Ford is still utilizing a leaf spring setup back here, and they do give you a shock absorber. And this truck does have the FX4, something that Courtesy Ford does. Whenever they have a four-wheel drive truck, they always put that FX4 package on it with it. Now, really quick, this truck does have max trailering, so let's go ahead and go online really quickly so I can show you guys what that entails. The max trailer tow package is going to include a 355 if you do select the diesel or the 3.5 liter EcoBoost. It also has a 7-pin harness, 36-gallon tank, class 4 receiving hitch, and then Pro Trailer backup assist, smart trailer tow connector, integrated trailer brake controller, and a upgraded rear bumper. Now down below, notice how you have parking sensors on the back, and they do give you an additional one on the side here. I'm sure you have a built-in blind spot monitoring on the taillights. These are going to be LED. And we're going to drop down the tailgate. This is power up and down. And this bed was actually sprayed by the dealer too, so just keep that in mind. This truck does have the LED lights on the side and up top. You do have a camera view for out back too. And they give you a 120 volt 400 watt max. Something that Ford does that's really unique is they do have like a workstation back here. So if you like to put your phone or your tablet up here, you do have that option. Actually, the phone will go right here. Your tablet probably would go right here. But that's really cool. And of course, you can use this as like a way to like maybe mount something out back. And then they do give you a step too that comes out. When you turn on the bed lights, they do give you this additional light here. All you have to do is just hit the button inside the up here. Ooh, hit it one more time. Oh, there it goes. And it turns it off too. So we got that light right there, and then you have a camera. Finishing off the rear, you do have a 7-pin connector. And this plug, this is like a new standards plug that they I think brought out in 2019. I see more trucks with it now than I have in the past. Looks like you're gonna have LED lights for your license plate. And they do have a polished tailpipe too. So this is not really necessarily a blackout package, because you do see like even some of the emblems are like finished in like a bright finish too, like that EcoBoost badge back here. And you do have a little bit of chrome on the running boards too, and I think it looks really good. Like, I'm not against chrome, I just don't like a lot of it, and this truck is perfectly chromed out. Like, it has just enough to make me like be okay with it. You remember how I told you the wheels and the front grille have like that gray trim piece and that gray appearance? Even inside the interior, they have that same like design. I like that they did that. It kind of carries into the interior. And check out the two-tone too. I like this color, just like a burgundy, and it looks really, really bold against the black too. Looks great. Hopefully you guys can see that. If you can't, you can see a lot better over there. Look how the two-tone looks. That looks so good. Now, as far as the interior goes, this is all hard plastic, but keep in mind the Lariat's not a top trim level, so you're gonna have a little bit more hard plastics. but you have soft touch in the right areas. Now, as far as your windows go, you do have auto up and down for the front, not for the rear. And you can adjust your mirrors, and if you want to close them, you have a button for that too. But the truck may need to be on to have that function. You have your lock and unlock with your seat memories. They do give you 3 seat memories on the driver's side. You do have the upgraded sound system of Bang & Olufsen. On the side, as I mentioned on the mirrors, you have those lights for the left and right. And if you want to drop that tailgate down, it's right there. And then here's some of your lighting functions. And you do have an electronic parking brake, and you can adjust those steps below by pushing this button up and down. Check out the fit and finish inside this interior. Like, this is really, really nice. Like, even look at around the air vent there, how it kind of circles around there and then finishes off over to your push button start. You have really big screens. This is also a 12-inch display. They say this is 12-inch and then this is 12-inch. This looks a lot bigger. It's like a 13 or 14-inch from my view here. And here's just a better look at that fit and finish there too. It looks really good. And even up top here, you do have LED lights. You can slide that rear glass. Place to put your sunshades. And everything looks really nice. As you just saw, you have a huge panoramic sunroof, but Ford's not new to doing this. They've been doing it for a while now, so nothing new to see there. You do have a little bit of storage up top here. And let's go ahead and check out the animation. Wow. So as you just saw, you do have a power steering wheel. And keep in mind, this is a Lariat. I just want you guys to keep that in the forefront of your brain. This is a Lariat. Now, on the steering wheel, you have a ton of buttons. This is going to be for like your radar cruise control and just your regular cruise control. You have buttons for the volume. And then on this side, you're going to be able to control this huge screen. I have not gone through this yet, so we're just going to kind of learn together. So you just saw, you have a trip 1, trip 2. Love the animation on this. This is just really cool. And then you have a eco behavior for acceleration, deceleration, and speed. Auto start stop. Driver assistance. Fuel economy. And then it takes you back to the top. Now I'm going to push this menu button next. In the menu, you have My View, Trip and Fuel, Truck Info, Towing, Navigation, Phone, Audio, Settings, and then back to the top. Really quickly, you know I love towing, so let's just check this out really quick. So you have trailer information, trailer tire info, trailer light status, towing status, and then driver assistance. And let's go back. Let's try one more out. Let's look at the truck info. So you have tire pressure, off-road, power distribution, engine information, seatbelts, driver assistance. Before we move on, I want to just make one thing clear that I didn't tell you outside. Ford gives you like a scale for this truck. It's already installed, obviously. If you want to check how much payload you have, it will allow you to do that. You also can measure the amount of weight on your hitch. So the tongue weight that you add to the truck, it will measure that too. So if you need to adjust things in your trailer accordingly, Ford allows you to do that. Alrighty, now let's tackle this big boy. Now, right now we're in the audio settings here, and you have your phone. Pretty easy probably to do. You just hit add phone and walk through how to do it. You also have navigation. You can go big screen by pushing the 4 arrows and push it again. You also have towing. They have select active trailer, manage trailers, trailer light check, trailer connection notification, and trailer sway. And that's pretty much it. Now, trailer sway control, really quickly, here's just an animation for it. Now, apps, you have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, settings here. There's probably a ton of ways you can customize this for your liking. And then your features like driver assist, running boards. Just click on running boards really quickly. So you have the kick switch. You can probably, always active, only while unlocked. So if you want to disable that, if the truck is locked, so someone doesn't come to your truck and kick your running board, I'm sure someone would do that to you, if they knew you, so you can actually disable that. And then approach detection. And this little guy here, it's just like a little widget that you have, so you can kind of move stuff over. That's pretty cool. And then above the screen, you have your auto stop start. You have your camera, which I'll show you guys here in a second. You have your park, cautions, traction control, and downhill assist. And then check out this. Wow, this is I like this a little bit better than the Ram because you get a little bit more screen. And you can do like a full view up front. Wow, that is huge. You also have this camera view. And if you have that optional camera in the bed, and then if you have an auxiliary camera, you could do that. They do give you one for your conventional hitch, and then just a standard rear. To the left of the screen, you do have your Pro Trailer backup, and you have a button on the side here to open up this little compartment. Trailer brake, and you do have a bunch of modes for driving too. You can push the button to lock that rear axle. And you have 2 high, 4 automatic, and then 4 low. Dual climate control. I love the fact that they give you your audio outside of the screen. That way you don't have to finagle through this. Sometimes if you're in traffic and you're not paying attention, this can get really cumbersome. So I like the fact that they give it to you outside of here. You have your heated seats, cooled seats, heated steering wheel. You can adjust the speed of the fan. It's just really easy to use. Now down below, I just want you to see the cover for this. It's like finished in like a nice chrome. And tons of storage down below. You have 2 USBs. You also have a place to drop your phone. And another spot here. Now if you want to drop that shifter, you just push that button there. I guess you'd have to make sure there's nothing inside of here too. And then you have a spot here. I'm not sure what you would put here. Maybe a pen, maybe cup holders. And let's open this up. You can lock this. And you have deep storage inside of this area too. Now I know most of you saw the other videos where people pop this over and you can basically have like a nice workstation. Unfortunately, that is a standalone option. So if you want that, you better make sure you opt for it, because I would definitely want that feature. Now let's go ahead and go out back. I have the seat all the way back. So let's see how easy it is to get in. Wow. Yeah, this cab is really big. As far as headroom goes, even having the sunroof, I feel like it doesn't take away from the amount of space you have. Now they do give you heated seats. Keep in mind, this is a Lariat, all right? I'm really appalled by how much features come inside this truck. So you have your regular plug that you see at home, and then you have 2 USBs on the left side. Those are Type A and Type C. And then you just have your standard, I call this an old school power plug for your car. And they do give you air vents out back, 2 cup holders and a spot to put a phone. And they do give you some small cup holders for maybe like a water bottle. Really nice design. Even back here, it looks really high class. You do have the option to pop this up too. And you have a little bit of storage below the seat. You have a flat floor surface. And yeah, it's just a really easy truck to get in and get out. Like, look how, I mean, this is a little bit of a hump here, but once you get up, you don't really find that it's cumbersome to get in and out of this truck, even out back. And they do give you a center armrest with 2 cup holders in the center. And as you saw up front, you have more LED lights out back too. On my channel, I always like to show you the numbers for each truck because every truck is different, especially when you look at the window sticker. The options are going to really increase or decrease your payload. So let's go ahead and take a look at these numbers first. Now, as far as your gross axle weight rating up front, it's going to be 3,600 pounds. The rear is 4,150. Now, this does have a 7,050 pound gross vehicle weight rating. And then all in, you have a payload of 1,562 pounds. So even with all the options that this truck has, you know, 20-inch wheels, power, deployable steps, leather, big sunroof, the 3.5 liter V6 is probably slightly heavier than the standard engine. But even with everything on here, I mean, that's a pretty good number. I mean, you can easily tow a, you know, like a 28, 30-foot travel trailer with something like this. But on that note, guys, I hope this video was helpful. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys soon.